Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a while, obviously, since I last done a video. And so in this video, we are going to do an update. I'm going to talk to you guys a bit about the channel, what's going on. And we're going to take all of our tuberous Drosera out of the garage, put them on the water table because it's time for them to come out of dormancy. So yeah guys, let's get started. So first off, why have I been gone for like 6 months? Well, last year around November time was one of the worst times of my life here in Australia. I moved to Australia about 2 years ago. If you guys have been around for a while, you'd remember that. I moved here and then I moved from Toowoomba down to the Gold Coast where I'm staying now. And yeah, moving is one of the most difficult things you can do in your life, especially when you're all alone. And yeah, so you meet new people and some people come in and out of your life for whatever reasons and things get really difficult. So I just needed a break from, you know, everything at that time. I needed to just focus on getting through life and doing what I need to do in this country to make a life for myself and whatever. And yeah, and the plants, they don't like the Gold Coast. It's way too hot for them. The sun is the sun is hot here and the plants hate that. So we have lost a lot of plants, guys. You'll see it shortly. So that sucked too. Like, that was difficult to go through as well. And then on top of it all, I started working I guess you could say like a full-time job, like my first proper real adult job as a software developer. And that's taken up a lot of time, obviously. So, and I'm also studying. And yeah, the YouTube channel just has to take a backseat because I don't make money from YouTube. All of this is for you guys. It's just for free to show off the plants and stuff. So that's why I need to take a bit of a break. So I hope you guys can understand that I just needed time alone for myself, for other things, to focus on other things in life. But yeah, I am on 2 weeks of holiday now from my studies. So I will probably do 2 videos. I don't know how it's going to go after that because I work literally every single day. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, guys. I'm not giving up on the channel. I hope you guys know that. I'm not going to stop the plants. I'm never going to stop them. I'm never going to stop the YouTube channel because I want to make this into an amazing channel for you guys, something that you guys can enjoy and look at all the time and have lots of different plants available for you guys in the future and sell them for, you know, decent prices, not these exorbitant prices that people charge. But anyway, guys, that's that part of the story. Now, let's get a little bit of an update going on the plants. So like I said, it is extremely, like, it's not hot, but the sun is just intense here. Like, the sun rays are hot. And what that does to the plants that we have here is that it dries the leaves out. The soil can be wet, the roots can have water, but it just dries the leaves out at the top. So they die and they like kind of burn. And besides that, most carnivorous plants I find, they prefer to stay a little bit cooler. So I would say like up to 32 degrees Celsius. That's like 25 to 32. Like, that's a decent range for them as long as they get a good night temperature drop down to about 15 at night, 15 to 18. They'll be very happy with that. But what we've been having here is temperatures up in the 35s with like 80% humidity, and then like that for a day or two, and then rain for 2 weeks straight, like just intense heavy rain for 2 weeks, and then it will come back, the sun will come out, it'll be super hot and intense, and then rain for 2 weeks straight. And that just destroys the plants, as you guys can imagine. If you have a greenhouse, obviously it's way better because the greenhouse will protect them from all of those temperature changes and whatnot, but I don't have a greenhouse. So one day I will be building a greenhouse, but until then we just have to focus on plants that won't die. So yeah, guys, we've lost a lot of plants. We've lost the spatulatas, a few capensis, almost all of the cooler growing plants. We have no Darlingtonias left. 3 or 4 of our nepenthes have died. Like, all of those cool loving plants have died. Our Regii is not happy because it likes to be kept cooler. Yeah, like all of those cold temperate plants from like Brazil and like the United Kingdom, they're all pretty much dead, guys, because it's just too warm here. It's too hot. They hate it. Even the Sarracenias, which love heat and sunlight, they're struggling too, guys. I'm just looking at all the plants in the background. And our Drosophilum lusitanica, too hot, they died. Yeah, you guys should see in this video right now, like the plants are not happy at all, and it's quite sad because, you know, this is my passion, but you know, what can we do? I can't change it. Hopefully in the future I will move somewhere a little bit cooler here in Australia, somewhere that stays bright, so like in Queensland, but it's colder, so like Toowoomba in the past. But I don't know, maybe you guys know. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Maybe I should just move countries again, go to like America or something. Yeah, tell me what you guys think about that. Should I stay here or move? Or should I give me suggestions of cooler places to stay within like southeast Queensland, somewhere that the plants won't die and where property prices aren't like $1 million, because it's just crazy right now, the prices of properties, guys. But yeah, let's go over the plants a little bit, and then we can start bringing out the tuberous sundews. We can take a look at them. And yeah, just a very, very simple video for you guys today, just so you guys can be updated, know that I'm not done with the channel, know that I'm still here, I'm still answering questions, I still have plants, some plants for sale, the ones that I'm happy to sell. And yeah, guys, so that's essentially it. Just been a very difficult time, very, very tough. And then from that emotional exhaustion and difficulty straight into like all my time being used up with studies and working and other type of goals, and not being able to focus on the plants because I can't do anything with them because they just keep dying. So yeah, guys, pretty not fun. So yeah, let's look at the plants. Okay guys, so here's our table. It is becoming autumn time soon, so they're going to be more in the shade more often, which is alright. But here are all of our spatulatas, which we sprayed with neem oil a while back, and they all died. But as you can tell, some have come back, which is all good. But they're still not looking good at all. It's just the heat, guys. The heat and the humidity is it just kills them. Our Capensis are fine. These guys are all happy. You know, they're just indestructible. These are our Drosera Calinciaes. You can see they're all dead. Some are trying to come back, like there, and there, and there. So they're trying, you know, but they're just not happy at all. This is our Sarracenia seedlings, which we did together. We stratified them. These are about 1 season old now. And these are the other ones we did, the flowers, which are 2 seasons old now. And some more little Sarracenia seedlings. They will start going dormant now because it is winter time, but you know, there's little Sarracenias everywhere. Here's some Venus flytraps. The Venus flytraps weren't affected that much at all, so that's great. I don't even know what sundew this is, honestly. This is Drosera venusta, apparently. Does Drosera venusta even look like this? Wow, okay. Here we have our Filiformis starting to go dormant. You can see its hibernacular right there. Form a little woolly hibernacular and a little Venus flytrap that came from seed some way, somehow. This here is like Natalensis, it looks like. Trying to live. Same here, something else here. Don't even know. Here's our Aliciaes. They're doing alright. That one too. More Natalensis. Natalensis likes to be kept cooler, so they're all dying. Here's some more beautiful Admirabilis. Say that like a weirdo, but yeah, they're looking good. I think these are Aliciaes there. These are Sarracenia purpureas. Only one looks like it's still alive. And down there we can see some more Venus flytraps. Don't know what that is. It's dead though, and I don't know what's happening there. Yeah, genuinely have no clue what's happening there. Like, they're overflowing. This is a Venus flytrap pot, one Venus flytrap with a Calinciae, very happy Calinciae. With Aliciaes, I don't even know what that is, guys. But yeah, there's some more of our Venus flytrap seedlings which we grew all together, guys, all happy. There is the Pygmaea, well, not Pygmaea, that's the one that Richard Davin gave us. It's a different, we hope to believe it's a different species of Pygmaea, different variation. Forgot the full name. More Venus flytrap seedlings, because, you know, when it rains, the rain comes in through the sides and there's just stacks of seeds everywhere, guys. So yeah, more Sarracenia seedlings there. And Banata, they're going to go dormant now. But yeah, that's this side of the table. Here are our Sarracenias from Triffid Nurseries, the ones that we ordered in bulk. Looking terrible. Just the heat, and then stuff eats them, so they have not been happy at all. As you can tell, they all look devastatingly bad, but it's all good. This is Drosera spatulata. It was pretty much dead. Our Schuppenstyle, which I was so excited for, is gone. It just didn't recover. Venus flytrap jaws, or shark's teeth, looks good. Bristle tooth there looks good. The Venus flytraps, they're alright for the most part. Sarracenia Citishana there, however you pronounce it, looks fine. Some more purpuraeas. The majority of the Sarracenias are not happy, as you guys can tell, but some are alright. The Venus flytraps are happy, like, they look good. This was a gift from one of our subscribers. He gave me these plants, and the original plants died, but there were seeds that have all come back now, and they're looking really good. And yeah, guys, these are the experiments we've done on the Venus flytraps. C. sphagnum versus peat. Which one do we think does better? I think the peat. Like, these are living, but, you know, look at this one here in the peat. Look at all the babies that came from the peat. So yeah, some more random that looks like Bermania or something, I don't even know. And this Alicia's here have come back from when they were destroyed in the previous rains. Our Calinciae colony pots, not too happy, but I'm letting them flower so we get some more seeds to spread. Capensis, not too happy, and our Drosophilums. I harvested seeds of them, so we have seeds, but yeah, the main plants are dead, unfortunately, guys. And now let me show you our cold loving plants. So I think this is intermedia, not happy at all. Like, you guys can tell there's like no plants, just a couple here and there, I don't even know what. Our Regia is unhappy, it's getting attacked by something. But yeah, this was our Hilaris, this was our Adelaide's kind of trying. Yeah, I don't even know what plants we have. There's Venus flytraps just everywhere though. And yeah, these were Darlingtonia. At least the Sphagnum moss is super happy, but there's no Darlingtonias left. So yeah, guys, this is what happens when you're in the super warm environment, I guess. I knew this would happen, but yeah, just still hurts. So yeah, guys, I will make some space over here, and I will bring in all of the tuberous Drosera so they can start their next season. So let me do that. Okay, guys, so I think I waited a little bit too long with these plants. They've already started growing. You can see they're all searching for sunlight already. And this is Drosera macrantha. All the macranthas, basically, it's also macrantha. You can see it's bringing up all different types of stolons here. So what we will do, I will take off all the old dead, what is this, stems or whatever, all these dead stems. Get rid of these, clean them up a little bit, and then we will be putting all these plants up onto our table. I'm going to put them all along the side there, and yeah, they will start coming out of dormancy in the next couple of weeks. And there we go, guys. You might be able to tell on my nose on the side I'm sweating. This is what I mean. Like, it's just hot. It's just relentless. Like, it just kills me and the plants. So I'm just watering them, giving them some water. And yeah, guys, and that's it for this update video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our videos. There's so much I want to do with these plants, with the channel. There's so much. that I want to show you guys and teach you guys and go through with you guys and learn, and just so much that I want to do, guys, but I just can't at the moment because of my current situation in life. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, guys. I'm not gonna stop, don't think I will, but yeah, guys, we'll get through this together. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.